Did you know that choosing the wrong category for your shorts could actually be the thing that's destroying your reach? Or maybe you didn't know that choosing the wrong sound effects or music could also lead to a decrease in views. And there are several other settings that you're probably messing up right now on YouTube Shorts, and that's why you're not getting the views that you want. In fact, this creator just implemented all the tips I'm about to share with you and was literally able to gain over 50,000 subscribers in just a 30-day period simply by implementing these tips. And the same thing can happen to you so long as you make all of these changes and don't skip the last one, because it's by far the most important. Change number one is you need to make sure that you're actually choosing the right category for your shorts. If you're not choosing the right category, it could lead to YouTube pushing your content to the wrong people or thinking that your content is a different piece of content than it actually is. For example, if you're creating a video that is a how-to video, you better be using the how-to category, because if you're not using the how-to category, guess what's going to happen? YouTube isn't going to classify your content as something that is searchable under how-to, and then as a result, you're not going to get as much reach. And this is especially important if you don't have a lot of subscribers right now on YouTube, because the more subscribers you get, the less that this is actually going to matter. But in those beginning stages, you need to make sure that the category that you're choosing is correct, because it's going to help to increase your reach, and it's just going to be more data that you're giving to YouTube in order for them to find the right audience for that piece of content that you uploaded. The second setting you need to make sure that you're setting up correctly is you need to make sure that you're choosing a thumbnail when you upload a YouTube Shorts. The only way that you can do this is from a mobile device. All you have to do is click right here up in the corner, and it is going to allow you to choose a thumbnail from the video. But I will warn you, if you don't choose a thumbnail during the upload process from a mobile device, you won't be able to go back and do it. At least at the time of me recording this video, you can't go back and do it. And yes, that is a huge pain in the neck, but it's going to increase the amount of views that you're getting, because ultimately, whether or not you get views from browse features or search, which is where a lot of shorts actually end up going viral, is going to come down to whether or not you create a good thumbnail and a good title. And essentially what you want your thumbnail and title to do is you want them to have the viewer ask themselves a question. Because here's the deal, you can pose a question in your video, but if you're not getting that viewer to actually ask themselves a question, it's going to lead to a decrease in the amount of reach that you're getting. Because let's face it, if you ask somebody a question, they can completely ignore you. But if you get that viewer to ask themselves a question in their own head, they need to find an answer to it. I mean, think about any time that you've ever had a question inside of your head. Now you have a burning desire for you to be able to go answer that question. You need to create the same exact thing within your viewer's head. And the easiest way to do it is by having a good thumbnail and a good title that go together and increase the odds of somebody actually clicking on your video to solve that issue that they're having. On top of that, you need to make sure that whatever keywords are showing within your title are something that people are actually searching for, and it needs to be the most popular of those keywords. If you don't know whether or not this is happening, there's a very simple way for you to be able to figure it out. What I want you to do is go to YouTube, do a search for that keyword, put hashtag shorts, and then you can filter for recently uploaded. And if you're not seeing content that looks like the content that you're about to put out, it's probably a really good sign that you should go back to the drawing board and not even put that piece of content out, because you might be completely wasting your time. And I see a lot of small channels doing this, but honestly, this is nothing compared to all the other mistakes you're probably making. And the last one I'm going to share with you can literally 2 to 3x your views if you simply toggle on this one option within the Shorts feed. Now here's the deal, you can choose the right category and you can even choose the right title and thumbnail, but if you're messing up the sound effects or the music that you're using, it's going to cause a massive decrease in the amount of reach that you're getting, and it could actually lead to you getting demonetized in the future. And essentially what this comes down to is you need to make sure that you're choosing sound effects, music, and sounds that are all copyright free. If they're not copyright free, YouTube is going to decrease the amount of views that they're giving you, and they could end up taking those posts down or even deleting your YouTube channel as a result of you choosing sounds or choosing music that weren't copyright free. And personally, this is exactly why I use Epidemic Sound every single time that I create a YouTube video, and there's 2 good reasons for that. First and foremost, it allows me to actually search by the genre or the mood that I'm trying to create, because if you can create a mood within your content or have your viewer have an emotional experience, guess what ends up happening? It increases the odds that they complete your video, and this is going to lead to more happy viewers and a more happy YouTube that can now push out your content. It's also going to lead to you being happy because it's going to increase the amount of views that you get and the amount of subscribers that you get. The second reason that I love Epidemic Sound is they allow me to sleep easily at night, because I know every single sound effect that I use or every piece of music or every single sound is going to be copyright free, and I don't have to worry about my channel getting demonetized. And lucky for you, I've teamed up with Epidemic Sound to bring you the most exclusive Cyber Monday deal that they've ever done before. If you go to the pinned comment below and register right now, you can get free music and free sounds from Epidemic Sound for 2 months. Now, I do want to warn you, this discount is only going to be available for the next 5 days and is only available if you register with a personal plan. So what I strongly recommend you do, if you want to make sure that you're using sounds and sound effects that are going to increase the amount of views that you get, is go to the pinned comment below and register for Epidemic Sound right now. I never make a video without Epidemic Sound, and you should neither. Now, there are 2 other settings that I need to make sure that you're enabling correctly on your shorts if you want to increase the amount of views that you're getting. But first, I need to make sure that you're choosing the right tags and choosing the right description. I see so many small channels screw this up, and it's one of the biggest reasons that their content isn't getting pushed out, because in the beginning, all YouTube has to go based off of is the content you're putting out. So if you don't choose the right title, the right thumbnail, the right category, the right tags, the right description, guess what's going to happen? Your content isn't going to get pushed out. Now, once you start to get more views on YouTube, you can screw a few of these things up, quite frankly, because YouTube's are going to know who to push your content to. If you don't know how YouTube works, let me explain it. Essentially, YouTube is based off of watch history. So what ends up happening is somebody watches a piece of content that you uploaded, and then in the future, when you upload another piece of content, they're then going to get pushed that content based on how they actually interacted with your content. But if you're in the beginning of YouTube, nobody's viewing your videos, so you need to make sure that you get these settings right. So when it comes to your tags, you need to have 450 to 475 characters filled out. For example, on this video right here, these are the tags that I'm using. As you can see, they're all 1 to 5 word phrases that are related to this video and are things that somebody might search for or might be interested in also if they were going to be interested in this topic. And the other thing you need to do is make sure that you're actually choosing a good description. The easiest way for you to do this is just to write 2 to 3 sentences about what the video is about, and I would strongly recommend that whatever keywords you have in the title of your piece of content, I would put those in the description also. And if you're using AI right now to create your titles, you're probably not doing a good job at creating titles, because a lot of the titles that AI gives you are going to be very robotic. Instead, you need to make sure that you're actually giving a human touch to those to make it look like something that somebody would search for, make it look like something that somebody would click on and be interested in. Because if you're not doing that, you're messing up, and it's probably why you're not getting the views that you want. Or you might be screwing up this last setting. And that is that you're not using the related video feature, and that could be one of the biggest mistakes that you make on YouTube Shorts right now. Because if you're trying to get more sales on YouTube, if you're trying to get more people to view long form content, or you just want to get more views and more subscribers from your Shorts content, you need to make sure that you're using a related video. Essentially, what I would be doing is I would change all of the related videos to be one video. What a lot of creators are doing right now is they're just trying to create a string of related videos, but instead what I would recommend doing is if you have 30 shorts up and you just uploaded a new one, I would change all 30 of those to point to that one short, and it's going to increase the amount of views that you get from that video. On top of that, what's going to happen is then YouTube is going to recommend your other content the next time that that person comes onto YouTube, and it's going to increase the chances that YouTube is able to actually identify the audience that wants to see your content, and this is going to increase your views, it's going to increase your subscribers, it's going to increase the amount of money that you're making, or it's going to make you get monetized even faster. But I will warn you, you can do everything right that I just shared with you in this video, but if you're not uploading at the right time, it could be destroying your reach. So if you think your videos are good enough, but you're not getting the views that you want, check out this video right here that's going to tell you the best time to post on YouTube today.